collaborations are very, very dynamic. Never a dull day at work for a lot of us NASA folk, because we're constantly chatting with each other. There's always ideas, whether news media is just like, oh, NASA did this and NASA did that, and maybe it's a slow news day. In behind the curtain, we're in constant chat mode. So I chat with a lot of colleagues internationally, and they work with different space agencies, and it's still very much privacy privacy policies that we would need to have in place. But what's interesting, though, is that there's a lot of smaller space agencies that are coming up through the ranks, and doing different stuff too. So we no longer feel hardcore competitive anymore, like back in the 60s and 70s. But now it's a matter of like, oh, we specialize in this, and if we wanted a mission like that, we would have that collaboration at the ready and go like, oh, you guys know such and such better than we do. So take, for example, Venus. The US has never landed on Venus, but guess who the prime space agency was that landed on Venus multiple times? It was the Soviet Union, and now their space agency is called Roscosmos. And so Roscosmos is very, very helpful in helping us design our Da Vinci and Veritas missions, and also the German space agency called the DLRE. DLRE, it works with the European Space Agency. The European Space Agency helped a lot with the United Arab Emirates with their HOPE Mars mission as well. And so we're starting to get a bunch of different collaborations, and it's absolutely fascinating. And then congratulations to the Chinese with their recent lunar and Mars missions as well. We have the Canadian Space Agency that's really taking a rise in understanding the medical science with astronauts. So that's a whole new branch of planetary science, mixing with medical science now, and the Canadians are leading in that. So all these collaborations, it truly boils down to who has the idea, and then it just kind of starts branching out into who can do it, who can do what, who could be the facilitator, who can build the rocket, who can build the payloads. It's easier if different international partners sponsor or build an instrument to then put on a nice, neatly wrapped package, a payload, and then put it on a rocket and up you go.